Okay, Nigeria Express. So there's a lot of political news that I would like to touch on. And first of all, Peter Obi has left the ADC. Is now with a new political party. And there's a video, or there are videos, as a matter of fact, of Kenneth Okonkwo, the former, well, I won't say former, but the Nollywood actor, and now turned politician. He's a lawyer, and he has been, you know, attacking Peter Obi for leaving the ADC. But that's another news. I would like to touch on that later on. But for the first thing where I want to talk on, first thing I want to address is I saw a video of some people going to meet former President Goodluck Jonathan and pleading with him to campaign for the 2027 presidential election. And that video made me feel a certain way. I know I go offend plenty people with this thing where I won't talk, because I felt a certain way watching that video of people going to, beg with former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan that please come and campaign, come and save Nigeria. We are dying from blah 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 blah. And I'm like, why is Nigeria, our current relationship with our politicians, is like that of a toxic relationship where when I don't break up, but then as you don't deal with another person, but any small thing will happen, you go run back to your ex. So I think that's the best way to explain Nigeria's relationship with their politicians at this point in time. Because I remember when Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was in office, after some time, I remember people coming out to protest. I remember, in fact, Tinubu was part of the people that was, protesting against Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's presidency back then. And to be honest, I know they said Nigeria was one of the biggest was it GDP, gross GDP, when Goodluck Ebele was in power. But me, from my personal point of view, let me say this, from my own personal point of view, because I was still rather younger when Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was in power, that was the first time I was hearing anything like subsidy. That was Goodluck's regime. I had subsidy first. And they said they were going to take away the subsidy from petrol, and people were now going to buy petrol in a more expensive price. Say because the subsidy, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, even back then, I was like, why are we removing subsidy from fuel? Well, after I learned about what subsidy was, I was like, wait till make us one can commot subsidy from fuel, because this is the only thing that Nigerians are benefiting from, that every Nigerian is benefiting from. We don't have healthcare. We don't have good schools, as far as I'm concerned. Yes, some public schools there, but they are not up to standard. They are not, healthcare itself, the worst. Anything do you for this country? Phew. And then I was like, why is this man, talking about subsidy, removing subsidy? Like, what is the hope for the common man? Because when you come out these things now, price of things go increase. And now from good Jonathan time, now this price of things begin increase. Because it was from Jonathan's time. I remember milk over the buy that time was like Dano milk. That time now 20 naira, and I remember say we the buy them. That's when before Jonathan came into power. But after Jonathan time, it started increasing. It was 13 naira, it was 15 naira. Currently, price of milk now, if I'm not mistaken, it should be like 115 naira, or some self now 200 naira for sachet milk. There was a time that sachet milk was 20 naira. Transportation at my place when I first become my area when Goodluck was in power, it was 20 naira for keke. They carry 20 naira to the major bus stop. Now it's about 300 naira. I don't know. I can't remember because it's been a while. But it's about 300 naira to get to the major bus stop from where I stay. And now I'm like, then we they see the sufferings. We were going through a lot back then. That was why people came out to protest that, hey, no, say no to this subsidy because the price change is affecting this. Prices are going up. People don't have money to eat. Minimum wage this, minimum wage that. We were protesting back then. But now they bring somebody that is worse. We are now going back to Goodluck Ebele Jonathan to beg him to come and campaign. Now I don't know. There's a lot of things that was going on back then. People don't forget when Goodluck they talk about the cabal that was happening during his own time, and that was why certain things were going a certain way. Bro, now you be president at that point. You had the responsibility of taking care of the country. Now let's not be quick to forget, because now this thing make us go back to our ex, which is Buhari. People were like, Buhari is very disciplined. He will fight corruption. Blah, 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 blah. Buhari came in. What happened? We went from frying pan to fire. The price of fuel increased as well. The dollar price increased as well. And then, waiting what happened? Everybody began hearing when Buhari time was one of the worst times that we faced. Because then that was when I just started, getting into, workforce and all that kind of thing. And during Buhari time, I know what people go through. I know what myself go through that Buhari time. A lot of people were complaining then. They were even saying bring back Jonathan. And now Tinubu came in. It was like the hope. Because a lot of people that were campaigning for Tinubu back then, they say, now businessman, the strategist, he will put Nigeria back in order. Tinubu made some promises back then. He said if he was not able to provide the electricity, say, may they not vote for him second term. Now, election is next year. Till now, we are still struggling with electricity. He's still campaigning. But now, Nigerians also say, okay, this Tinubu own, blind Tinubu, what will be expect to. Now, some people they go back, they beg Jonathan to come back. We don't forget, say this whole thing started with John. I'm just saying my own mind, though. Listen, everything I'm saying here is my own opinion. This whole thing started with, for me, it started with Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. This whole fuel subsidy matter, where would they go on? Because as far as I'm concerned, now him first begin the come out away price of fuel begin change drastically. It started when Goodluck was in power. This one now come worse because now they don't finally come out. Now from imagine fuel. How many years ago fuel was 16 naira, 17 naira, 18 naira by 100? In fact, at Goodluck Buhari time, fuel was about 200 naira. Now fuel is going to 2,000 naira. Fuel is about 1,200, 1,300 naira per liter. And people are not. Don't be say whether things don't increase, people feel they increase the price. No, everything has gone up, but the salaries of people are still basically the same thing. Even if they increase the salary, waiting like what's the point of increasing people's salary when the things are already going up? Like there's no point, And things are going from bad to worse. And we are going back to go and beg our ex to come back. Can't Nigerians see that they need a difference? We need proper change. Because we need people that will plan and say, okay, you know what? This thing, they work. This thing where we don't do this, they work. May we change them. Now, I don't even know much about Peter Obi. Because this one, I won't carry this matter, enter this Peter Obi new thing when you take the camp. Now, I don't know much about Peter Obi. But you know why I respect Peter Obi? This is someone that at least he has the decency to even pretend. Because some people, they talk, say, they pretend. Say, it's even one of what is the same thing. It's the same politicians, all of them, the same thing. But at least he has that decency to pretend for us. Other ones don't even try to pretend now. Other ones don't try to pretend. When our current president was campaigning, bro, there was no real thing we could hold on to that he was saying. And it was almost like a joke. The whole campaign was almost like a joke. Balabalu, Milokon, Agbado, Pierre, and we were catching cruise with it. Peter Obi was busy saying, he will fight for the common man, this and that. He was giving us hope. He was giving us that hope. But Tinubu was not really giving us hope. He was using the whole election thing to catch cruise. But he still won the election. Now, I would think that, they say if you keep doing the same thing and you're expecting different results, it'd be like saying, cuckoo, that person on the go. I would think that at this point, Nigeria will be thinking of doing something different, not going back to the same politicians that have been putting us in this mess. But unfortunately, the truth is, they don't hold us handicap. And this Peter Obi thing now, like I said, he's one of the few politicians that I know that, let us say they pretend. Let's say it's not his person. Because I know, say, even if you won't pretend, you can only pretend for a long time. We've seen him being consistent with his character for years. Now I criticize him for certain things, like when this campaign team been start, when he go market, go the price granite. I was really not happy about it because I was like, there are certain things you don't do. You are trying to be the hope for the poor man. You no suppose to go market, go the price poor man product. You are a big man, you're a businessman, you live abroad. It's not matter of say they spend anyhow or you're trying to bribe. No. At least you know say this person na person will be say na she dey suffer, she dey try dey make ends meet, she's selling stuff in the local market. If she had options, I'm sure she would have wanted to do something else. You go there with the price granite. Now oppositions begin use that one against Goodluck, against Peter Obi. So I'm not even the Peter Obi will be say at least we feel know okay, this one takes time, respect human beings somewhat. It's not perfect. A lot of people are coming online to say he did this, he did that. Some things happen for years, some things not happen for years. Look, all that nobody. No, he's not perfect, but at least he's bringing a sense of change. This is somebody that is coming out that is looking like an ordinary man. It's not looking like the usual politician, and that's why people are rallying behind him because it's giving us this sense of okay, at least things supposed different if this man being inside power. But now that brings me to the issue of him leaving the ADC because I was surprised when I saw the whole collaboration between him. I saw Dino Milai. I saw Atiku. Was he say Atiku Abubakar? I was like, what? Why? Okay, maybe this is what we need. Let these people come together and see how they can snatch the power from the current president. So that's why I felt, okay, you know what, this might be a step in the good direction. Make we see how these people go fit take, collect power from the current president. But then I realized something, that this game of politics is now so messy and so dirty that, there's a lot of distractions going on around. Like these people came together and even in their togetherness, you could still notice that there were differences. And now Peter Obi don't come out because Atiku is still saying he wants to still run for 2027. And we know Peter Obi has the intention of running as well. So this thing was never going to work from the get-go because they want me Peter Obi calm down for Atiku, make Atiku calm down for Peter Obi. Atiku does not want to. Peter Obi is also interested. Except maybe two of them won't come collab, make one do president, make one do vice. We know, say Atiku no go agree do vice for Peter Obi. And as well, I don't think Peter Obi is going to accept to be vice for Atiku anyways. So this ADC thing was already looking funny to me because I was like, okay, are they going to agree that Peter Obi should actually, represent as their presidential candidate? But when I heard that Peter Obi left this ADC, I was not surprised because I was like, Atiku has said it. He don't come outside, can't talk, say, he won't campaign. So you don't get how this matter won't be. In gas come out there because definitely you can't be dragging with you if they do the primary and him no fee win or the other. Like, it's going to be messy at that point. So now, come out, go start your own party. So now Kenneth Okonkwo now has a lot of things to say about Peter Obi. I understand where Kenneth Okonkwo is coming from. I understand, his grievances. I understand I say the thing go pain. I'm saying, Peter Obi be come out there, but this man is still trying to be president. So if he notice say this party no go favor him to come out to be president, let him do what he has to do. This is not the point to be attacking him. This is not the point to be attacking him at all. Let him do what he wants to do. What he feels like he needs to do to be president, make him do him. Make him do him because at this point, and there's one thing that somebody called my attention to that I kind of observe. And now the person tell me, say, this whole thing that is going on, these people begging Goodluck Ebele Jonathan to campaign might be a distraction. And the way they take explainer for me, it kind of made sense because here's the thing now. So let's say 100 million people want vote, and now we have Tinubu, who is the current, and Tinubu is don't get it wrong, Tinubu is very popular. You know, let's say Tinubu now is the current, and Tinubu has about, let me say, 40 million people that are for him. Let's say he has 40 million people that are for him. The remaining 60 million people now, these are the people that they no want this this thing to continue again because they don't go through a lot. Now, here's the problem with these things that is going on right now with this Peter Obi, Atiku, and people begging Goodluck Ebele Jonathan to even still come and campaign again. Now, you see this remaining 60 million. If them unanimously say, okay, we don't want this guy, let's find somebody and vote for, it will be 60 against 40. Now, this person go win. Or let's say worst case scenario, let's say out of that 60 million people, 50 million of them come out say, okay, now this person will want support. And they come support this person. They go fit beat Tinubu to say make him come off for office. But you see at the point where we now start having, different strong people coming out to campaign, they start dividing these 60 million votes. Like now, Peter Obi now, let's say Peter Obi carry his own, let's say he's as popular as a Jagaban. Let's say he carries his own 40 million votes. And now, Atiku is coming out. Let's say that one self gets your small mouth. He carries 10 million votes. And now, let's say Goodluck Ebele Jonathan enter the chat now. There are some people that are going to be like, some obedience are going to be like, okay, it's in this Goodluck self. Be like saying it makes sense that time. He might then some of the 40 might live there now. He might now have like maybe 20 that will now go and join this person. Let's say Goodluck now has like 30. The other one get 10. Him get 20. At the end of the day, instead of having 60 million that will now vote against Tinubu and support one person and put this person in power, you will have people that will be scattered votes. And at the end of the day, what will happen? Your current president will still emerge as the winner. So you see why this whole, sometimes when they want to enter on they got to find a way to divide una first. So you see all these divisions that's going on. Sometimes I just feel like it's just a distraction. People are just letting themselves get distracted unnecessarily. Because at this point now, Kenneth Okonkwo is now strongly campaigning, and he is saying that Peter Obi is an agent of the APC, that the APC are using him to kind of create a distraction, and so that just like what I explained now, they divide the vote so that they don't go see strong one person where people go rally around, vote for, make it forfeit, they come out Tinubu for office. But at the end of the day, me I would say this. No matter what, people guys keep in their mind, say, politicians will always play politics and they will always fight for their own interest first. You see any politician, forget whether they're APC or PDP or NDC or NTA or everything, any name where they won't be. It is themselves they will always fight for first before they start thinking of any other thing. And so this whole thing that is going on right now, I would prefer me people reason I'm saying, come, this thing with the soap is kind of creating a distraction. Even I know say when I really want change, make una know how una by una self go fight for this change. Make una by una self know how una go strategize for this change, because at the end of the day, these people are playing really good games and they have been winning for a very long time. My mindset of Nigerian politics growing up was that there was no point going to vote. They go rig 'em. That has always been my mindset. But now, I don't even say they get some certain patterns where they even play safe. Where we say they don't even need to rig the election. They could just divide on ourselves. So now these people get their own supporters. Una no go get one strong supporter where go come out. Because I would have said, okay, like for example, like the Atiku and this, if they really had the interest of Nigeria at heart, these are people that have been in power before. Let somebody fresh come inside. Make una support this one person. I would have suggested that, or at least may we support one person, so that we not start creating all this opposition thing. Let them dialogue and say, okay, one person. Or yes, okay, if you don't finish, me I go enter next. That kind of thing. And then I would say, instead of us recycling old politicians, why not we try something new? Because even this Peter Obi say, now too much new politician like that. It's just that him never do president before. But he has been governor before. He has been in the political step. But I won't really call him a traditional political person, because he did not really start from the whole political structure like that. Now somebody will be saying a businessman, we just come from abroad, come enter the Nigerian politics. So I would have suggested at least may we try them first. Let these people, if they know say they really get the interest of Nigeria, make them rally against one person. Let them have one strong opposition that will say, okay, let us take this power from this person. If they really want. But everybody's fighting for their selfish interest anyways. But I don't know, because seeing all this whole political thing going on, it's kind of getting me thinking, because next year now election don't reach. I remember the last time, last election. Now, so when they do, I thought there was no way that Tinubu will win it, because this Emiloko, it felt like he was just joking with the whole election. Emiloko, blah blah. I was like, this is a presidential candidate. Look at what other people are saying. Look at what this man is saying. I felt like, I said this man just used this in catch cruise. I didn't think people were actually going to vote for him. But at the end of the day, now waiting people when they decide to support what they want to support, may they support it or don't support. I don't have any problem against them. But I will always say Nigerians will always be Nigerians' problem. You remember Buhari time, people were complaining that they were suffering. After 4 years, what happened? Them still vote, he still won the election again. Man, Nigerians, when I need to wake up. But anyways, this is Nigeria Express. Let me know what you guys think about this whole thing in the comment section. Make on a peace out.